starts and never ends. Tune and lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello. And you. Welcome into another edition of Rayla Lee's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here, y'all. We got so much to talk about with these black women, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, a lot has gone down in the world of social media. I'm going to catch you up with everything that I know up to the date, okay? And believe me, it's just, it's a lot. It's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. It is quite a lot. So, my God. Hang on, it is. I have to tell you, it's been very interesting. You know what I mean? You would think that after 17 seasons, that there wouldn't be this much drama, but drama is what pays the bills, y'all. So let's get to it because higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. And then there is. Hey, everybody. First of all, thank you all so much for the love. I appreciate it. Got a comment on my community wall. Thank you. It does not go unnoticed by me at all. The love, the care, the investment that y'all put into me. So let's get to it. Shout out to my sister. Love you, value, and appreciate you. Everything will be good tomorrow. In Jesus' name. Yes. Amen. All right. Let's get to it, y'all. These black women. My God. And believe me, we're going to get into all social media stuff too. Now, I'm going to tell you how I work for those of you who are new. I review the show as it is, okay? I give my commentary. I give facts where they are necessary. I never shaded anybody in the world of reality TV ever. Okay, maybe once or twice, but who doesn't do that on their YouTube channel? But sincerely, I only bring in social media when it is relevant and prevalent to what we are talking about. That's it. Because what's the point, right? So let's get to it. So we kicked this episode off rather. Day 2 in Scotland at the Gilliland House. Breakfast is being had, and Phaedra went to investigate the Tasty Blacks website that K. Michelle mentioned. And apparently in the UK, they don't want you to know that you can get down as a black person. And so Portia, child, this Portia right here, give me a moment. This Portia right here.
It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. It's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year.
265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days. Where the hell that bitch live at?
That bitch lives in Atlanta, Nene. You should know that by now, but moving on. So that Portia, right? said, and I quote, "What you gotta do is screen record, then download it, then watch it overseas." I'm like, God. Did I mention we're just getting started with this after show review? Okay. So, where is Angela, right? So, Angela shows up, and then we are going to do the Highland Games. Now, these Highland Games are like the Olympics for us in the United States. So, David and Steven, shout out to these two Scottish men. So, they're going to do the caber toss, the hammer toss, and tug of war. And K. Michelle said, "Why do we get money to do things that are not of our culture?" K. Michelle, just because you want to stay regular, degular, schmegular doesn't mean other people don't want to explore the world. And there are Black people in every single facet of the world, right? And not to mention, too, like, you're in Scotland. Why not try something new? Like, come on now. And this is coming from the person, no disrespect, but you tried to get a dunk, right, to be accepted in Black culture. So why get money to do things that can ruin yourself? I can flip the question on you. I did not actually do that. I just utilized that as an example, right? But anyway, so Shamia says, "I'm used to flipping big logs." Hey, Gerald. I really felt like this, just time is slipping away from me. Time is slipping away from me. Yeah. Time. Like really? I felt like time was slipping away from me. Like, do we really need to know that you flip big logs? Like, we get it. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. This goes to show not everybody needs to be on TV. You know what I mean? Now, Shamia, she's done radio on V103. She's an in-game host for the Atlanta Hawks. She sings, she dances, she acts. She tried to do rum. Like, she does a little bit of everything. But I just, like, oh my God. There used to be a point in time where you had some class, grace, and decorum about yourself. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Bray, you as many women you give your last name out to. You talk about you like BBWs and all that stuff. You need to shut up. First of all, it's called freedom of speech. Okay. I am not on television. I mean, I am on TV, all around the world with YouTube and stuff, because people are watching YouTube on the TVs now more than ever. But still, I got a little more carte blanche to go there. It's like, I know Joe's like, oh my God, this woman has no scruples about herself. Oh my, just. But hey, what do I know though, right? I'm just talking. So anyway, with that being said, Cynthia asked, can we do it like, can we like do it like 45 degrees, something like that? And one of the guys said, no, do as you're told. I'm like, oh my. And Pinky was like, oh, I kind of like that. That was kind of kinky. I'm like, Pinky. Allegedly, you were the sloppy toppy burger for about 3 damn hours. Allegedly, okay. Listen, but 3 hours is a good. Listen, you got Ursula mouth. Okay, you make men be a poor unfortunate soul. Allegedly, but that's neither here nor there. So, K. Michelle, she didn't get far. Portia almost crushed her. It really did. She was wobbling. Kelly got far. Shamia, Drew, and Pinky were good. Angela, no good, but Angela said it was her rotator cuff that didn't work. Phaedra said she got the arms of Michelle Obama. I'm going to let Phaedra have it. But just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. But let's roll on. So Then we get to the hammer toss, right? Pinky didn't make it far. Cynthia and Shamia, Portia, Kelly, Angela, and Phaedra were good. Portia won. And, one of them had to sit out for tug of war, right? And K. Michelle said, I am not going to do tug of war with my overconstructed ass. Not overconstructed. I'm sorry. When she said, I had to rewind twice. I'm like, wait, overconstructed? So there was a natural shape that the doctor could follow? Like, no, I'm not shading, I'm not dragging, I'm not haterade. Shout out to Auntie Mary J. Blige. But what? Overconstructed? Okay. So then after that, Pinky, Drew, Angela, and Portia were the sturdy and big bitches. Portia's words, not mine. And then Cynthia, Kelly, and Shamia, and Phaedra, Kelly, Shamia, and Cynthia were on the other team. So it was sturdy versus mighty. And sturdy won. Now, here's the thing. When Kelly fell, she had her legs up in the air, and Angela just drug her. And Portia was like, I just made up with Kelly. I wouldn't drag her like that. Her size 2 feet in the air. And Angela said, I've been waiting to drag Kelly all trip long. And damn it, I took the opportunity. And Angela, I just have to say this to you, beautiful, because I feel you. Some people deserve to be dragged. They do. They deserve to be dragged in the fashion that Kelly did. And I'm glad you did. Angela is a legend. Okay, she's married to Charles Oakley. She's got her own, her own bags and everything. And by the way, can I just say this? I love it that on Housewives we get to see a woman like Angela in a particular age and still rocking it. Being like, just because I'm this age don't mean I can't hang with y'all. But also ain't changing for nobody. We stand for Angela Oakley. Love me some Angela. She deserves to be on the show. Absolutely. So then after that, Kelly said, I was on my back. I didn't have nobody's husband or boyfriend. Sure. That's the case. I just got $1.5 million dropped into my bank account. And that is a damn lie, because if it did, I would not be on YouTube right now. I would be out celebrating, but that's not the case. So moving on. So we got hot toddies and haggis. Haggis is the intestine and brain of a lamb. And Portia's face was like, ow. It was like that face where it's like, we having chitlins at this barbecue? We got black family. We got black old barbecue restaurant that catered all this. And somebody cooking chitlins. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God. So anyway. And Portia said, if you blackify, put some candy yams, some collard greens, some hot sauce, it'll be good. Kelly is feeling good because she's going through she's still going through everything she's going through with bankruptcy and all that stuff. Her ex-husband Chulo is suing Bravo for $200 million. You better be lucky if you get $2 million. $200 million. This brother wants a net worth and a check. I'm like, bruh. That would be like me. That would be like me suing ABC because I want to be the host of American Idol. Right? And just like, first of all, I'm not in Hollywood. Second of all, they're not going to pick me. Third of all, like, it's a frivolous lawsuit. Ryan Seacrest is gonna have the job until he don't want to do it no more, right? But anyway, so Drew felt that it was that we could come together for the very first time, right? And Portia says if you have good intentions and you allow yourself access to receive those good intentions, allow that. Call me, be around me, ask me for stuff. Shamia feels a way about that because Shamia and Portia haven't really been getting along, and Shamia calls mom, and Shamia feels attacked. And the George question, right? George. Temporary layoffs, good times. Struggling and surviving, good times. George. Anyway. Oh my God. So after that call, right? Pinky and K Michelle talk, and apparently, before that, there were change ups, and Shamia felt standoffish to K Michelle, right? And last night allegedly, in this episode, Shamia said, I don't have anybody who is a friend of this group except Kelly. And it's just like, K Michelle felt the way about that. And she said, guess what? No matter what, I'm going to be your friend. And K Michelle said, I was overly caring, but I didn't get no ick from her. I'm like, okay, K Michelle, say it then. All right. But also, too, I will say this. Don't ever invest into a friend that's not investing the same energy back into you. That's just a pro tip, okay? So Pinky said that Shamia is fighting everybody, right? And K Michelle said that Shamia has turned into a monster. He's Mr. White Christmas. He's Mr. Snow. That's too much. Da, 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 da. Okay, chill. I invented chill. Shout out to Martin Short. Anyway, so after all that, Pinky and K Michelle are, downstairs, right? And Pinky's talking to Angel, which is Pinky's VP, and Pinky's getting money pulled out left, right, and center. And Pinky is there in Scotland, but she's mentally there with her business. And Angela came down this green outfit. I'm like, I see why Charles got Angela. Let her come down the steps looking that damn good. Get your ass back upstairs. Well, I gotta test that shit. Angela was looking good, okay? Listen. If I'm Charles and she looking that good, after we get done, give me that Fancy. Why you need a Fancy? Because you got that good that making me sweat. Heifer, hell. Let me stop. I love me a beautiful black woman. Okay? Yes, I do. So moving on. Angela said something really good. She said that hopefully that, Pinky knows that money, is not her identity, right? And I fully agree with that. I think sometimes when we're not where we want to be in life, we will start comparing ourselves. And it's just like, you don't know the heavy weight that person got carried. Like, for example, Beyonce was on the stage with Jay-Z, right? Do you not know how Beyonce's busy? Even for her husband, she gotta make time to be a part of his show. She is just as busy. So just because you see the glitz and the glam and everything, don't mean that they ain't got heavy burdens that they gotta be responsible for, right? So, child. Then we get to, oh my God. I put down Drew and Shamia are downstairs as well. Angela said this is like coming to America, not the King of Zamuda. Just Gerald was the caption, right? Because apparently, Angela said that Shamia gave Kelly a job, and Kelly is at McDougal's rather, and it looked like a Scottish McDonald's outfit. I'm like, oh my god, child, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Roll it.
McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
McDonald's. One more time.
McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
And there it is. Don't you just love our show? Anyway, so I thought that was hilarious. And then, Kelly got her teeth, done for $75,000 or $70,000. And, Phaedra's like, listen, just give me some Crest white strips and give me the $69,000 for bills. Now, Phaedra, I stand for that. Right? And so, Kelly is like, this guy is like an IV. He's giving me good sex. He's giving me good energy. He's giving me good communication skills and just being pumped. I'm like, damn, if you got to be pumped by somebody else, were you ever a person your damn self in the first place? No shade, no dragging, no hateration. You know what I mean? I'm just asking questions. But anyway, moving on. So, the ladies have to use the restroom, and Drew had his hysterectomy, so apparently Drew has to go to the restroom more often. And apparently, the things you learn on television, ladies, your pelvic floor can drop out of your vagina. I did not know this, okay? So apparently you can, have sex to get, put back in place, but also to physical therapy. Now, of course, y'all know there are gynecologists, right? That's all they deal with is the vagina now. Sometimes there's some, and like I said, there's some bad people in every industry, okay? But there have been some cases that doctors have been abusing their patients, all right? But with that said, that's not right. That's not cool. That's very disrespectful. But what I was going to say was, Drew goes to physical therapy and she gets fingered for 5 minutes, right? And K. Michelle said, I've never seen somebody like that. You won that finger, and you. I'm like, you got leaky behind. Like, no disrespect to K. Michelle, but like, who are you to judge? Like, even Phaedra said that, no, that's true. So, can you get VH physical therapy on your DEL pelvic? So listen, I will show you this right here, okay? Listen. Give me a moment. Because I actually found this fascinating. I came to show you may not know about this, okay? You may not know. But right here, as you can see, right? Provide relief from bladder and bowel dysfunction. So, K. Michelle, just because you don't know none doesn't mean that you have the right to be silly in your stupidity, okay? Now, you can ask Mel Mitchell, Lady Rowe, how I handled them heifers. They were being stupid about if you're a black man, don't talk. If you're a black man, shut up talking about Essence. Lady Rowe said black men make black women feel uncomfortable at Essence, okay? And I proved to both of them that 4 black men actually start Essence, okay, and the festival, and that there was a men's experience at this year's Essence Festival of Culture. All right, so okay, Michelle, I don't want to. I'm not going to do you that bad, all right, because you actually have more relevance than both of their non-existent assets combined, okay, which really ain't saying much because they are not a motherfucking factor in the real world and virtually. But that's neither here nor there. But this, it says right here, pelvic floor. Physical therapy can help strengthen your pelvic floor and provide relief from bladder and bowel dysfunction. Pelvic floor physical therapy can help strengthen your pelvic floor and provide relief from bladder and bowel dysfunction. Pelvic floor physical therapy can help strengthen your pelvic floor and provide relief from bladder and bowel dysfunction. So, okay, all right, now let's get back to our review. I'm just saying, like, listen, I didn't know about this either, but I come on now, it's hard to make something up like that for real. And by the way, just as a side note, did you say to Uncle Shay Shay that you watch your husband screw other people and you judging somebody for getting fingered for 5 minutes so that way their pelvic floor can work? What? Where you get on saying that type of stuff? I just wonder. But anyway, moving on. So then Kegels, those are, vaginal exercises. And Portia says that Angela may be the hottest in town, with her menopause and stuff, but Portia's the tightest in town. So Portia said, we're going to lift and suck and relax. And then Portia said, I'm going to just keep doing it during the interview. Just ask me questions. I'm like, I will walk out the room. Excuse me, did this heifer just say she's the tightest in these streets? I'm going to lift and suck and breathe. I need 15 damn minutes. So they did the Kegel exercise on the bus, and Shamia said she needs to stop because this is going to make her come. I'm like, going from hot chili cheese Frito pussy to coming. This was said on television. Don't you look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that. Don't you look at me like that. That's what these ladies said on national television. And so, they go to Clinlock Anderson. Shout out to them. I thought this was one of the coolest parts of the episode, right? So they talk about the type of plaid pattern that's connected to different families. And it takes 12 to 16 hours to make one kilt. And they still do it by hand. So shout out. See, Scotland is not utilizing AI. America, okay? All right, moving on. So the females were a sash. And by the way, the gentleman said that, this the white officer and Cynthia Bailey could be a cute couple, but listen, Cynthia, let me tell you something. Cynthia Bailey will make any man or a woman from any culture, whatever skin color, switch to her. Once you go black, you never go back, okay? So then we get to the Alchemist, right? Now, this is Phaedra's birthday, right? And so, Kelly asks if Portia wants another girlfriend. Kelly, I think you should worry about your own business, okay? You don't need to be a sugar baby because you can't even pay young ladies on your staff on time. You need to stop. So then Drew has a new song with Ray J. Why? And because Sonya Norwood did not swallow Ray J, we have to suffer with him. I know that sounds very mean, but y'all, I'm sorry. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Hello to the two people here. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. So, K. Michelle said that it could be a good record. And the producer was like, I'm glad you're being nice. Very, very good. And K. Michelle said, no, Delusion on Delusion could be a hit. Now, K. Michelle, Drew is bigger than Ray J. Let's not do that, okay? And Pinky, she held a note. And Drew, I love Drew. She said, I don't know what note that was, but she held something. It's not shading if you're being truthful about something, okay? So then after that, Drew talks about, some things, and Dennis was pouring his heart out because Dennis seems like he want to get back with Portia, but Portia wants to get back with him, but it's just not working, right? And so then, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, then after that, Shamia says that, Dennis and Gerald talked, and Dennis told Gerald that Portia did not want Pilar to come around Shamia's kids. And whenever you bring kids up in a situation, it's just bad, bro. Like, just leave them out. Let y'all be the adults, right? But also, too, it just feels like, damn. You know what I mean? Because I feel Shamia like this much, right? Because you should know the totality of somebody's character, right? Just saying. So that was a little much, but oh my God. Then, Portia says how she feels the way about who she wants around her kids. And Portia feels that if you're being mean to me, if you have angst, this, that, the third, you may put that on my child. Now, Portia's not wrong. Some people, they will be mean to your kid just to get back at you. Okay, so that's a real thing. Shamia doesn't want the kids to be affected, and the only way that they will ever communicate with, each other's kids would be Portia's sister, Lauren, right? And so apparently Shamia said that Portia, said some lies last year. And, why are you lying about me coming on as a full-time housewife and how this can ruin our friendship and other lies, right? And so their parents' friendship, it got broken up. Now, shout out to the one and only Shay Renee online, rather, like, comment, share, subscribe. Shay Renee online said that she believes that Portia would not want that to come out about her mom and what she did to Shamia. Now, there was a daycare thing that happened. I don't know all the details, but I do know that was said, I believe, on the show, right? But that's been a thing, right? So apparently, Portia's mom sold Shamia some fake hair, which, I mean, that's not that really big of a deal, right? But then Shamia said, and I quote, that Portia's mom slept with Shamia's dad. I'm like, what the what? And also, too, I think context, conjecture, and connection matters here. Like, when did this happen? Like, did this happen when y'all were children? Like, did this happen, 10 years ago? Like, where in the timeline was this, right? And so it just was a mom off. Your mom did this to me. Your mom did that to me, da, da, da. And so then Portia says, and I quote, your mom dated your mama's brother. What? Are you saying that, some things going on? What? I would, you know why I really felt like when I heard that? I felt like I need to be Annie from Popeyes. Watch this, because this is exactly how I felt. Okay? Watch this.
I finally did it. Popeye's new chicken sandwich. I've been trying to make the perfect chicken sandwich forever.
How does that make you feel?
You know me. It had to be just right. Finding a bun as good as my chicken was not easy. I mean, I did it, obviously.
I think we've made a lot of progress here. I feel great. Good talk. I'm proud of you.
My new chicken sandwich is buttermilk battered and served on toasted brioche. Try it in spicy or classic.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I finally did it.
You see how Annie was pouring her heart out? And the therapist was like, yeah, tell me how that makes you feel. Keep going. That's got to be hurtful. That's how I felt. I felt like, what in the flying hell, Uncle Ish, is going on here? And my feelings are just being ran through, casted astray, and just missiles all over my feelings. I mean, my feelings got obliterated where in the words of Jasmine Sullivan, I couldn't pick up not even one feeling. Okay. I'm like, this is bad. And so Shamia and Kelly leave, and Portia is feeling what she's feeling 10 toes down about Shamia. That hate that Shamia has the same thing that Dennis had, that everybody else had. And here's how Portia really she signs it, seals it, and delivers it, right? Until that spirit gets off of her, which means to me, right, that until Shamia can really relax with herself, Portia ain't talking. And still being gracious, right? But then, K. Michelle says that even she has to be held accountable. I don't want anybody to feel like they jumped on. And Angela had this face of, there was nothing in her drink at all. And Phaedra was like, she was trying to say, stop, shut up, but, quit it. But it's like, no. And Cynthia was like, did Shamia bring these things onto herself, or is everybody picking on Shamia? And in the confessional for Portia, she said that she was done, right? So in the preview, we get Phaedra's birthday party, Portia and Lauren talk, and there's a nighttime party. Shamia, comes in, and then Portia leaves, y'all. That is everything. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 14. Okay. Now, there's been a lot going on in the world of the Housewives, right? So, with that said, apparently, not just Kelly, but Shamia, allegedly, also, this is coming just for me to take out, got pregnant with the word of God. Listen, okay, shout out to Drewski, all right? All right, Joe. Hey, Portia exposes Shamia slept with her best friend's husband and a pastor. Allegedly, this is all alleged. Okay, the friendship is dead and buried. Okay, dead and gone. Yeah. Portia Williams exposes bestie Shamia Moore in a nuclear late-night Instagram rant, accuses her of sleeping with her married manager and Decatur pastor. Honey, cancel your plans, log out your work email, and grab the largest glass of wine you can, because the Real Housewives of Atlanta sisterhood has officially suffered a catastrophic 9.1 magnitude nuclear explosion. It's always the wording for me. Mia Tega has been tracking a complete digital wildfire after global reality television queen Portia Williams. If y'all believe it, okay, but that doesn't make it true. I would say Nene is a global reality television queen before Portia Williams. I would say that Portia Williams is more of a princess than a queen, but hey, that's neither here nor there. Took straight to her Instagram story. Listen, it's called freedom of speech, damn it. You saw the thumbnail. You know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. Took straight to her Instagram stories from her luxury vacation in the Bahamas to drop a series of shocking and highly devastating allegations against her former ride or die best friend. Wait, just catch up here in the Bahamas. Y'all, I can't believe there are actually people talking about my mother and mentioning my daughter in a negative way. Now, listen. Daughter is off limits, okay? Mother should be off limits too. But also, too, if people are talking about Portia's mom through the context of the show, then people are talking about Portia's mom, right? But the child, we should leave Pilar out of it. Was this really worth it? Shamia took this way too far. You're not in, so why you got people discussing my mom because of a lie you told on this show? If we're going to discuss it, keep it between us. Now let's discuss you sleeping with your manager, who's married to one of your high school friends, as well as a pastor of Decatur who's 100% on your roster, along with many more. Hashtag let's go, hashtag Roa. Now, the only thing I could think was when Angela said, and I quote, "You are sleeping with Hawks players and Falcons players." Now listen, that does not make it true. But Oh Lordy. For nearly a decade, Portia and Shamia have been the ultimate untouchable duo on Bravo, surviving divorces, rumors, and physical altercations together. But baby, that chapter has officially burned to ash. Now, I will say this. Even though I don't like Giselle Bryant, I think that Karen Huger and Giselle Bryant are the ultimate dynamic duo on Bravo. I'm just going to say that right now. And yes, without Karen Huger, Giselle Bryant can never act right. Okay, she's a child that needs a babysitter, supervisor, and Karen Sally is the babysitter for Giselle Bryant. But moving on, Portia claims that Shamia crossed an absolute unforgivable lie by bringing her family into the reality drama, sparking a wave of online harassment directed at her mother, Miss Diane, her young daughter Pilar and Honey. Portia's retaliation was nothing short of a complete, unvarnished character assassination. The Bahamas bombshell read the nuclear receipts. Portia did not hold back a single solitary detail in a post that instantly caused the entire Bravo universe to drop their jaws. She wrote, "Wait, just catch up here in the Bahamas, y'all. I can't believe there are actually people talking about my mother and mentioning my daughter in a negative way. Was this really worth it?" And there they are, right there, the former friends. My God, Shamia took this way too far. You're not innocent. While you got people discussing my mom because of a lie you told on this show, if we're going to discuss it, keep it between us. Now let's discuss you sleeping with your manager who's married to one of your high school best friends, as well as a pastor at Decatur who's 100% on your roster, along with many more. How the feud dragged the mothers and daughters. Let's look at the underlying RHOA drama directly, like a supportive, grounded peer, not a rigid lecturer. Honey, we all know that reality TV gets messy, but there's a silent golden rule in the Bible where you do not touch the kids and you do not touch the mamas. To catch you up on why the streets are so toxic right now, the tension between these two former besties were having simmered all season on Roa. Conflict reached an incredibly ugly boiling point during the latest recent cast trip to Scotland. During a heated group dinner, Shamia reportedly brought up a long-rumored, highly sensitive business dispute between her own mother, Mama Moore, and Portia's mother, Miss Diane, involving a daycare foreclosure. So, see, I told y'all about that. So there's Shamia and her kids right there, a beautiful family there. I think that's Shamia's dad, and that is Shamia's mom. So there's that there. While the ladies were arguing on camera, toxic corners of the fan base took the drama way too far along, launching vicious and highly personal attacks against Miss Diane and Portia's 7-year-old daughter Pilar. Seeing her mother and her child targeted by trolls because the show was the absolute final straw for Portia, prompting her to blow up Shamia's entire personal life in response. Now, I remember when Angel from Potomac also got blown up on social media for no damn reason because Giselle and the rest of them nasty, disgusting tyrant heifers, Ashley Darby, Wendy Ofezo, Stacey Roosh, y'all heifers. Okay, y'all did what y'all did, and Angel did not deserve that. And I hope that Angel and Bobby and the kids are doing all right, because some of y'all take it way too damn far. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to about me, okay? Because, yes, I did what the fuck I did to Lay Roll Mel Mitchell, but I did it on facts, okay? I did that on facts. If I say anything out my mouth, is always truth to it before I ever say the rest of it, okay? Because I just don't go off now. I really don't. Wait till 8:30 because I got something to say about Ticket TV. Once again. Which, by the way, bruh, if you can't show your receipts, just shut up talking. We'll get to that 8:30, but that's neither here nor there. But it's just the point of, like, if you gotta take it that personal, just don't review the show, right? Because you can, one thing, no, two things for sure, you can never say, right, that I have ever tried to say anything about anybody's child or somebody's mama. Now, Uncle Wanda is a special case, okay? She does too damn much. She only went to school 3 days a week. And she allegedly is in association with snakes and cockroaches, according to her son-in-law, Marceau, and she can't sit for more than an hour, otherwise her cooch stinks. So listen, that's what she said out of her mouth, and she get upset because other people repeat her stuff that she said. Okay? Hell, that's a special case. But most of the time, I do not go there with people's mamas. I don't go there with the dads, and don't go there with the kids, because I stick to the show for what it is, okay? Now, if something comes out via social media and relates to the show, then it relates to the damn show. Nobody can ever say, in not one review, that my review has contributed to people trolling cast members. Not one time. Not one time. Not one time. Okay. All right, move on. Let's see here. Prompting her to blow up Shamia's entire personal life in response. The roster exposed the married manager and the Decatur pastor by accusing Shamia of sleeping with her married manager, who was allegedly married to one of Shamia's own high school friends. And putting a prominent Decatur pastor on her roster. Portia has completely shifted the byline. Shamia is currently married to her husband, businessman Gerald Mwangi, and has built a highly successful professional career in Atlanta by putting these highly specific and scandalous claims on the internet to her millions of followers. Portia is essentially threatening to dismantle Shamia's entire household professional reputation. The digital streets are hypervigilant. She crashed out. The second story went live. The RHOA fandom completely violently exploded, with users scrambling to figure out which Atlanta pastor and manager she was talking about. Hold on, man. Portia Williams was sitting quiet in the Bahamas, saw people talking about Miss Diane Pilar, and decided to completely utterly destroy Shamia's entire marriage and life with 2 sentences. She didn't just take the gloves off. She threw a whole grenade, honey. One viral user screamed on Twitter, instantly securing tens of thousands of frantic retweets. Another fan asked Shamia should have just listened to her husband stay off the show this season. Bring up Diane's daycare business was a low blow, but Portia just went subterranean low. Nobody is surviving this reunion. Shamia has not yet issued an official response or a legal cease and desist. Deceased in regarding the explosive cheating allegations. We are keeping our notifications permanently locked to the Atlanta social media feeds to see how Gerald reacts and what kind of legal files about to drop. So stay completely locked into me and take out, honey. Do you think Shamia crossed the line first, or did Portia take this way too far? Let's talk about it in the comments below, child. When people are trolling your mom and your child, it's game over. I have to be on Portia's side with this one. Sorry. Like you just no. So in addition to that, right? Because there's been a lot going on. Okay, there's been a lot going on. There's been a lot going on. Apparently, K. Michelle and Shamia unfollowed each other on Instagram, right? And you see there, Shamia Moore and K. Michelle not following, and K. Michelle Music not following. And it says here, a friend to everyone is a friend to no one, apparently. So there is that. Now, of course, I did bring up Potomac, right? I did bring up Potomac. Let's talk about Wendy and Eddie, because they were outside. Yes, indeed, they were. Indicted Potomac housewife Wendy Osefo and husband spot at Jay-Z concert. At least it wasn't the Coldplay concert. Oh, look at those two right there. Could you imagine if Jay-Z was on the mic? Hey, yo, what Wendy and Ed doing here? Ain't y'all broke? Y'all can't afford the show. I'm so sorry, y'all. And this is my sorry for 2004. I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. And I take my one chance and make it real clear. Damn, I'm sorry. Shout out to Ruben Studdard. I'm spotted outside indicted RHOP star Wendy Osefo and Happy Eddie Slide Jay-Z star-studded concert despite facing 15 years in prison. Photo, honey, can you put them on a high-stakes government monitoring list? But you absolutely cannot keep these reality stars from trying to serve a high-fashion VIP moment. The Takeout has an absolute draw-dropping exclusive sites from Yankee Stadium, because look who our cameras caught trying to blend into the ultra-exclusive luxury suites other than Real Housewives star Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo. That's right, honey. While the federal and state prosecutors in Maryland are actively preparing a massive 16-count criminal fraud case against them. Stop right there, you criminals. The Embao Bravo couple decided to leave their legal worries behind Potomac and catch Jay-Z's legendary late-night midnight movie concert. So here they are here. Damn it. Okay, give me a moment, y'all. Hang on. So here they are here. Oh, damn, it's not going to let me play it. Oh, I hate that. But anyway, here they are. The fit's fitting. Okay, y'all are looking good, but okay. Shout out to Jay's reality blog, by the way. Just look at them trying to act like they don't have a single care in the world. The look, a high fashion flex mid indictment. Despite the crushing legal weight hanging over their heads, Wendy and A pulled up to the Bronx looking like they were ready to step onto a Bravo reunion stage. Wendy was spotted rocking a skin-tight high fashion designer outfit, complete with a full beat of flawless hair, while Eddie stood closely by her side, smiling for the crowd. They were singing hobnobbing with a few minor entertainment figures. Not minor, child. And enjoying the star-studded stage transitions from Rihanna to Pharrell. Let's look at the legal irony directly, like a support ground and pure, not as a rigid lecturer. Honey, we love to dress up and escape our daily stresses by screaming the lyrics to run this town. But baby, when you're actively facing a heavy multi-count federal indictments regarding luxury lifestyle you allegedly couldn't afford, flaunting high-end designer gear at a multi-$1,000 stadium concert is very wild, high-risk aesthetic gamble. Deep trouble. 15 years behind bars. To catch you up on the backstory, the Osefos are currently in the fight of their lives after a Maryland grand jury formally indicted both of them. According to official Carroll County court records, Wendy and A were arrested and charged with a laundry list of serious offenses, including felony insurance fraud, conspiracy, and making false statements to law enforcement. The state alleges that back in April of 2024, the couple reported a massive, devastating burglary at their home, claiming over $450,000 worth of designer bags and high-end jewelry that had been stolen. But investigators claim they caught them red-handed on a series of unbelievable blunders. Excuse me. The refund receipts. Prosecutors claim the store records showed many of the stolen items were actually returned for full refunds before the burglary ever happened. Ring fiasco. Wendy allegedly reported her diamond anniversary band stolen, but investigators claim she was caught on her own Instagram feed actively wearing the same exact ring after the day of the alleged break-in. I believe she wore it on an interview as well. I thought they had 67 credit cards, but okay. The 40 credit cards. New court documents have recently surfaced alleging that the couple had 40 different debit and credit cards maxed out under their names, business entities, aliases, maintaining a lavish lifestyle. If convicted on the felony counts, both Wendy and A are facing up to 15 years in prison. The digital streets go wild. Shouldn't they be saving for their lawyers? The second footage of the Osefos living up in the stadium suites. Now, the suites can be quite expensive. Let me see something. Because this was at Yankees Stadium. How much money is a suite at Yankee Stadium? So a suite at Yankee Stadium can cost between $10,000 to $20,000 per game. Okay. The second footage of the Osefos living up in the stadium suites hit the algorithmic timelines. The internet completely violently exploded with pure unmitigated judgment. Hold on, man. Wendy and herself are out there rocking VIP seats at Jay-Z concert while the state of Maryland is actively trying to send them to federal prison for 15 years. Shouldn't they be saving every penny for their defense attorneys, honey? One viral user yelled on Twitter, instantly securing thousands of stunned engagements. Another fan added the sheer audacity, black party, black imagination, rather, going to a concert about luxury and hustling when you're indicted for allegedly faking a burglary to pay off your debt is the most Housewives thing I've ever seen. Child, she is the Jen Shaw of Potomac. Neither Wendy nor Eddie's defense attorneys have commented on their night out in New York, where we are keeping our notifications permanently locked to the Carroll County Court back to see how their upcoming trial plays out. Stay completely locked into me to take out. Honey, do you think Wendy and Eddie should be laying low, or are they in the right to be out and about? Well, I don't think they should be out and about right now, personally. Hey, Colton, good to see you, good sir. I don't think they should be out and about. I really just do not believe they should be out. Now I got a little more tea for y'all. Just a little more tea. On the Shamia Portia thing going on, y'all. This is bad. I mean, at this point, I'm expecting, I'm expecting Portia or Shamia to be on their YouTube channel giving their take on what's going on, but my God. So, of course, Michelle A.T. Elliott, shout out to her. Now, this is a video here. Just want to show y'all this. So, Portia snaps after Scotland backlash. Kenya revenge be more, and Candy receives support Shamia. So here it is. This video ATL Live, hosted by Michelle ATL Brown, breaks down the recent explosive episode. The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Roa centered on the conflict between Portia Williams and Shamia Moore during the cast trip in Scotland. Key discussion points. Portia versus Shamia fallout. The host and viewers discussed the pile on effect, where many fans feel Shamia was unfairly targeted by Portia with the group. The conversation draws parallels to previous seasons where Nene Leakes faced similar isolation. Portia's response. Michelle highlights Portia's defensive reaction on social media, where she attached Shamia's character and family. Critics argue that this is a pattern of deflection used by Portia whenever she's confronted with uncomfortable truths. Resurface receipts. The show presents past clips to support the claim that Portia was never supported for Shamia's full-time housewife role. A notable clip from Kenya Moore is analyzed. Kenya Revenge Be More, rather, is analyzed, where she recounts Portia questioning why Shamia joined the show, implying Portia felt her platform was being encroached on. Candy Burris' past commentary on Portia's tendency to invent new narratives to save her reputation is also featured. Viewer sentiment. The majority of live callers during this broadcast expressed that the tides have changed and support Shamia, suggesting that Portia's behavior feels performative and calculated. Now, that's that there, rather, right? Now, of course, my man Make It Make Sense has some exclusive tea as well. Oh my God, this is just, like I said, I only cover what's happening. Okay, listen. Okay, so let's get to my man Make It Make Sense. Shout out to him. So right here, let me just show y'all right here. Make It Make Sense. Shout out to him right there. So this video is an analytical review of a recent episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, specifically focusing on the intensified conflict between Portia Williams and Shamia Moore. The creator dissects the dynamics with the cast, arguing that both women have significant history and are being messy, though they take issue with how Shamia is being treated in the group. The host discusses the fall between the two, knowing that Portia and Shamia have a long-standing personal history that predates the show. A major point of contention is the Dirty Diana narrative regarding their mothers and accusations of infidelity. So I'm gonna just bring it back for a little bit, because I need y'all to hear this part right here. You never really know. Wait. Mims is a smooth brother. I'm gonna just be real about it. The beard is looking good, brother. But no, sincerely, you don't know what the culture will do with you once you have been shown to the culture. But I just want y'all to watch this part.
Now, I don't like to be saying nothing crazy about nobody's mama, but the streets is saying that Dirty Diana was laying it low and spreading it wide.
That you lay it low and spread it wide. You don't care who it is.
Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton. That was from the Braxton Family Value Show on Wait TV. Back to the recap. Oh my God. Cast dynamics, the creator argues that other cast members, such as Phaedra Parks and Angela, are not truly Shamia's allies and that she's been systematically iced out. Portia, standing the host, posits that this is essentially Portia's show, that she's being shielded from the same level of scrutiny that other cast members face when they stir the pot. Critique of Shamia, the host, suggests that Shamia is missing the opportunity to be a cool, rich housewife, and that her emotional reaction, crying, and seeking validation undermine her position in the group dynamic. The video touches on various side topics, including Pinky's financial struggles, K. Michelle's behavior, and the general messiness that makes for compelling reality television. So the speaker explains that they defend Shamia not out of personal favoritism, but because of how annoyed they are, but because they are annoyed by how she is treated rather by other cast members. The speaker claims that Shamia is being systematically iced out rather than her marriage is being unfairly attacked, despite her having a stable life and family. Additionally, the speaker points out that the other women on the show often defend each other for far more egregious behavior, yet they criticize Shamia for reacting to the provocations directed at her. The speaker argues that Shamia is essentially being isolated by the group. It is logical for her to feel defensive. Now, here's the exclusive tea part right here, okay? Beyond the general conflict between Portia Williams and Shamia Moore, the speaker shares specific exclusive insights and behind-the-scenes perspective regarding the history and motivations of the RHOA cast. Long-standing knowledge, the speaker asserts that the drama regarding Shamia's mother and Portia's mother, the Dirty Diana narrative, was not news to the cast. The speaker claims that the whole city and the Roa cast members, both past and present, were already aware of this history long before it became a focal point of the show. So apparently this book has already been out, allegedly. Fabricated storyline, according to the speaker's source, described as someone closely connected to everyone involved. The specific claims about Shamia's uncle were completely made up for the show. Now, that is alleged. We do not know for sure. Reunion will be here soon. Okay. Shout out to the 3 people here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Glad to have all you here. Phaedra's role. The speaker suggests that Phaedra Parks tried to suppress the conversation regarding these matters, personal matters, during the previous season, because it was common knowledge among the group, implying that she was aware of the potential for the narrative to spiral. Portia's strategic play. The speaker alleges that Portia only brought this information to light last year as a calculated strategic move rather than it being a fresh discovery. The birds of a feather dynamic. The speaker argues that the social circles of these women overlapped significantly before they were ever on Housewives. This deep pre-existing history explains why their conflicts are so visceral. The women are essentially dealing with long-standing social dynamics that were never actually resolved. And then financial realities, providing insight into the cast's financial posturing. The speaker comments that while Pinky was shown crying over money, these were effectively rich people tears relating to business inventory needs, yet argues that Pinky may be spreading her resources too thin by chasing television production projects. Yeah, I would say if you got more bills than passions, then maybe you might need to make it do a do. And speaking of people who need to pay their bills, y'all remember Kelly Farrell and the young lady that was on TikTok and how she won all her back pay, right? Because Kelly and Nan's Chicken Waffles don't know how to utilize paying people. There is QuickBooks, right? There is Toast. There is many other things that people can use to pay their employees. So let's get into it. Here we go. RHOA Kelly Farrell, bank accounts at risk of seizure over six-figure debt. Now, you talked about Britt Eady, this, that, and the third. And if Britt is laughing at you, I'm not mad at it. And I'm sure Britt Eady is not wishing your kids go through it, but she is probably very much in her kiki ha bag. Because you tried to shade her, and now look at what's happening to you. But let's continue on. Now, this is the exclusive from TMZ, okay? Now, I did see it first from Tossaway K, so shout out to her. You know, I give credit where credit is due. Child, I know that Oceanic Trade Winds deal, she is going to say something that's going to make Oceanic Trade Winds be in a lawsuit, but it's only a matter of time. But we'll get to that live whenever Tossaway Kate does that, because she will do it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kelly Potter is close to having her wages seized over an unpaid six-figure debt. According to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, a company named ARF Financial sued Kelly and her restaurant, Nana Chicken Waffles, in 2025. She failed to respond to the suit, and a default judgment was entered in the amount of $217,301, which grows interest with interest every day. Oh my God! Kelly's creditor is firing off subpoenas to see various banks to see if the Roller Star has any money in accounts to seize. A representative for Kelly tells TMZ this matter stems from a business loan that Kelly and her ex-husband, Mr. Farrell, obtained over 5 years ago while married. The rep claimed that the matter was addressed during the divorce proceedings, where Kelly argued Mark should be responsible for the debt. He denies her claims. So Kelly was at the BET Awards. Allegedly, I did not know. We are confident that this legal matter will be rightfully resolved as now Kelly has been officially served. Kelly's rep ended. TMZ first report, her and her ex Mark Farrell Trullo have been fighting in court over child support for years. So that is everything that you need to know up to the minute what's going on in the world of these housewives. Now, I want to see if my man Bingeworthy has any commentary, which I know he does. Bingeworthy. Let's see. Because I know he got to have something to say. I know. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, let's watch it here, because this is definitely going to relate to what Portia said about Shamia. So here we go.
This is Skip Marley, and I'm a rebel with a cause. Our Somali's rebel is taking its own path, not following the crowd, finding its own way.
That's a black-owned business, by the way.
It's very important that we use materials derived from the earth that are sustainable and that are beneficial for the planet. Bamboo is one of the fastest natural plants, so that is incorporated into the design. Our rewind and regrind materials are made from recycled materials. We're eco-friendly, you know what I'm saying? We're earth-friendly, the one that feeds us and nurtures us and grows us.
Can I just say, I love it when black families can recognize that legacies can continue. Shout out to the House of Marley. Go to houseofmarley.com to get those headphones. And hopefully one day I'll be able to say, if you go to houseofmarley.com, type in Braylon Lee Virtual Tour 30 for 30% off of your order. One day soon. Let's continue on.
Why you feel the need to try to investigate me so bad? I've had 2 people come up to me at my workplace. You don't need to look at her for validation, and you don't need to do all that. That's what I'm talking about.
Bye.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And today, y'all, let's talk about why Angela Oakley has found herself in a really, really awkward situation all over again this year after the streets have kind of led her astray. They got her talking about tea that might not even be tea, and it's leaving fans wondering what the hell is going on, and it's leaving other fans definitely feeling like somebody is lying.
By the way, just want to pause this. Bingeworthy, where's the Tracy Braxton emoji? I've been waiting on that conversation with Tracy Braxton, but that's neither here nor there. Let's continue on.
Y'all, I really, really do like Angela. I feel like some of my girls, they can do no wrong, but you know, I gotta give her benefit of the doubt, y'all. I'm sorry. But at the same time, I do have to admit, and I have to be real, that it's not looking good. I understand that Shamia has been having a really, really rough season, but I also see why Shamia is standing on business, because it gets to a point where you gotta clear your name.
But two people come up to me at my place of work and ask me, what's wrong with you, Angela?
That's the figment of your imagination, Shamia.
And at first, I was like, I'm sorry, friend, but I feel like everybody is definitely on Angela's side, because low-key, Shamia definitely seemed very, very rattled.
This lady is calling around to anybody that she's seen me photograph with that she knows and ask them, do you have any dirt on Shamia?
And look, it feels like every housewife at this point gets to a point in their story where they're like, oh, you've been trying to research me, you've been trying to look me up, and girl, as far as I'm concerned, that's the gig. So that's never really gonna bother me. I just don't like when the girls do it to just be hateful, because, you know, who's not gonna accuse their op of plotting and scheming?
Right.
But yeah, I was just thinking like, okay, Shamia, sure, girl. Like, of course.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
But
that's the thing that tripped me out. I'm like, you walking through the valley of the shadow of death? Of people having an opinion about you? Like, you know, like, Jesus, he had like actual nails like in his hands. Like he died. Like legit. They put a crown of thorns on his head. Like you have the activity of your lip. Okay. Moving on.
At the same time, I was definitely looking over at Angela to see how she was going to react to all this, because sometimes when the girls get uncomfortable, I'm able to read between the lines. And when Angela confirmed that there was, in fact, a conversation, I sat up in my chair because I knew that we were about to get into some things.
George and I have seen each other in the company of Shamia. That's my neighbor. When I spoke to my neighbors, I just wanted to make sure it was okay to bring up Shamia's name.
And then you can just see in the episode that the housewives really started connecting the dots and looking at each other.
AKA crash for cash.
And kind of like asking all the right questions.
Cash for cash.
That is an actual green beard. You know what? Let's continue on.
And kind of like asking all the right questions. And I was just like, yeah, something is about to happen. I just didn't know who was about to drop the bombshell.
He got a wife?
Yes. He does.
Oh, there's no need for y'all to buck eyes. What you looking at me for? I ain't got nothing to do with this.
So did you ask his wife about Shamia? You don't have an answer? Didn't think you would.
Now, before we get too deep into all this mess, I have to ask you guys a question. When did having a phone bill become a luxury subscription? Because with all of these confusing charges and the your bill has changed emails, it was starting to feel like my new phone. You can shop the latest devices with Mint as well. All plans include unlimited. That's the way it's always been. With premium plans starting at $15 a month, Mint Mobile is definitely worth looking into. You can check them out using the link in my description.
Hello, listeners of the Didn't Die podcast.
This is just a friendly reminder. The most important rule: kill to avoid further spread.
How are we surviving?
I call it a zombie movie. Shout out to that.
Okay, so yeah, I could tell that Angela Oakley definitely had a bullet in the chamber. And on one hand, she was really, really trying to keep it cute. But I feel like the girls really, really kept pushing.
No, I asked her, if I say something, will I be offending you?
Why would that be offensive?
Don't do that because I will hurt your feelings.
Hurt her feelings right quick.
And Phaedra had me screaming. Because why would she say that? She literally left Angela no choice but to wake it the hell up.
Fine, okay.
Girl, did you George?
Okay, Yeah, Angela, girl, I can't even protect you anymore, sis, because first the Hawks rumors, and now this. Like, sis, it's never that serious, and it's never a good look to be pussy watching somebody's pussy like this.
The bodies that Angela is putting on Shamia. What happened to the Hawks and the Falcons? Why does Angela know everything that's happening with Shamia's vagina? If you weren't playing, you would have had Fangela in stores by now.
And Pinky has a point. She definitely has a point, because we've been trying to get a fan from the hottest bitch for like a year now. And with all these heat waves and all this global warming and stuff, like, wouldn't it be the perfect time for us to be like cooling off with a Fangela?
Yes.
This is a mess. But if you watch the show, you already know that things took a turn when the lady that was texting Shamia was basically saying that Angela was lying about everything.
Ashley, the wife, said, "Hey girl, call me when you get a chance." Angela's lying.
Not you got real receipt. Time to get ready for bed. Good night, everybody.
I don't know what Angela be doing with these sources, but you gotta keep them happy, girl. You can't let your sources get disgruntled. And if y'all working on a scheme, my God, finish the damn scheme. Like, what is going on?
You can do your investigating all you want. But when you start lying and once you put that kind of out there, it sticks. And then it takes forever for people to forget it.
And then Angela was like, "Oh, I'm gonna call her myself." And I'm like, damn, like Angela must not be able to hear what's going on in the other room, clearly. And when Angela finally called this lady, it only made things even worse.
I'm calling Ashley.
Oh, no.
Hello?
What's going on? What got back to you?
Shamia said that I told you that her and George was...
First of all, you see Phaedra. She is so bad.
Back to you.
Shamia said that I told
right here. She's getting her stand.
you that her and George.
Phaedra is clocked in for work. Okay.
I never told you that.
I know y'all clicked on this video because y'all were expecting me to really talk about all this. I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this no more. Like, as an Angela stan, like, can we get something else to talk about? Like, producers, can y'all insert some shady clips of Kelly so that I can drag her instead? Like, I cannot sit back and watch this Angela take down.
Ashley, baby, I never said that you said that. Sex is not even something we even spoke about. Girl, did you George?
And y'all, you know you cooked when production starts playing those shady behind flashbacks that show that you're blatantly sitting there lying in people's face, or at least revising history. Like, I don't want to call my guest a liar, but Lord, like...
You pretty much just wanted to know if I had any information on Shamia, and I told you I didn't. I just wanted to remain mutual. That was pretty much it.
Yeah. Have y'all watched the World Cup? Like, I know the World Cup is happening. Like, should I go to a game? Like, I like basketball. I like baseball.
It's the fact that he don't want to talk about it. He like, listen, the World Cup is happening. That's nice. People are uniting and celebrating things. That's wonderful. What basketball teams are playing right now? You know, I love me some baseball. Who is winning?
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't.
Facts matter. I was just having a private chat with my neighbor. It wasn't my intention to bring it to the group. I did. Someone else chose to introduce it here. I assume to create the narrative we've seen tonight, the truth will be revealed. Hashtag trust the process. Woo! Probably did the decade at the reunion, which was taped last week. His word, Dr. Ben's word, I know he's got a video on the way. Justin Diego, rather, who is binge-worthy, has a video coming up very soon about how he feels about everything that went down on last week's episode. My God. So anything new that happens, I will let you guys know for sure. I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, today. You just really never know with the world reality TV. Like you have to understand what you do, and you have to understand how you navigate that world. Because listen, unless you got the facts, you better not be saying a thing. Okay, listen. And right now, all we can do is just make it do what it do, and just follow the bouncing ball and see what can be. That's literally all we can do. Nothing more, nothing less. So if I find out anything new, y'all will know. With the Housewives, I really do give them just today, unless there's something that develops, later on. So, because I'm sure this is not over by a long shot. I'm sure something will come out probably in this week, in the weekend. So, and then Sunday will be a brand new episode, and I think we're getting closer to the reunion. It is what it is, y'all. So we're gonna take a little bit of a commercial break, and we'll be back with more right after this. We are live on tour. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Shout out to the two people here. Thank you so much. We'll be back once again right after this. Everybody roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean in, feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced, and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by every
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence, excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I love you so much. I had to tell you, thrice welcome back in to bring these virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. What a good after show this was. Like I said, we are getting closer and closer to the reunion. Like I said, we will be covering that reunion right here on the channel. There's a lot to be discussed. Hopefully it's a 3-part because y'all gonna need that time. I know Andy Cohen said he'll never do it like a live reunion, but I do believe it would be cool if like the reunion for one of these shows was like actually done at BravoCon. Or even if that can't even be the case, like imagine like the season premiering at BravoCon, right? So like, everybody's watching it at home, but also too everybody is watching it at BravoCon live. So that would be really, really cool. So yes, indeed. So yeah, we're just chillaxing right here, y'all. I'll probably end the show at 1 hour and 37 minutes. And then I got one more show for y'all tonight at 8:30. We got a lot to talk about, and y'all gonna be talking about Nolan Wells, so trigger warning. That's the bulk of our show, but of course we have other destinations for you all as well. And it's gonna be a good one. It was the show I was gonna do on Monday, but I had to do Calvary for my sister, and I will take that any day of the week. So speaking with her, spending time with her, and investing into her, reaffirmed not only how blessed I am in my life, but also too, we really do have some great, amazing people that will make you humble yourself. Like, you know what? Step your life up. If they can get through whatever they're going through, you can get through whatever you're going through too. You know what I mean? So, just wanted to say that. Love my sister very much. Though. Seriously. So you're bored chillaxing. I think we're almost there to 1 hour and 37 minutes. Good douche. All right, y'all. Let's get to the Daily Motivator. Then we'll come back at 8:30. Give y'all this tour, and then we're going to be done. Then, of course, Wednesday we'll be back with a new show. Then y'all know I'm off on Thursdays. And then, yeah, Friday will be here before you know it. So, but let's get to it. GreatDay.com. Shout out to GreatDay.com. Yeah, here we go. Let me show y'all this. Right here, the Daily Motivator. You are never given a dream without also being given the power to make it true. You have to work for it, however. Richard Bach. Woo! Richard! My man! True words have never been spoken. Amen. Praise him and hallelujah. Amen. Let's get to everybody. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. Promise yourself. What promise can you make to yourself today? What promise will you make to yourself? Keep. You have made and will continue to make all sorts of commitments to others. For those commitments to have value, you must also be committed to yourself. Being committed to yourself is not selfish. It is by making the most of yourself that you're able to be. You're able to be of service to others. There are things you can do, priorities you can set that strengthen and improve your value to yourself and to all of life. Today, focus on your options for doing so and do the work to follow through. However far you've already come, there's always some new and fulfilling ground to cover. Choose a meaningful, challenging path to personal improvement. Commit to making your way along it. Make yourself a promise. Offer to yourself and your world the gift of your own unique achievements. Ralph Morrison. You know, I appreciate this. I do. You know, promise yourself, right? And as I was spending time with my sister yesterday, I promised myself to be a little bit more of her. And what I mean by that is she's so observant, right? She sees around corners I don't see. Y'all know I'm gun-ho, right? But with her, she takes her time. You know, I want to do that more. Although it's my personality to just, you know, say what needs to be said. So, you know. You know, for real. Number two, when it comes to, you know, promising yourself, right? First thing I want to say to you is for those commitments to have value, you must also be committed to yourself. I think that's very true. A lot of times we will ask for what we want, but we won't do the work to get there. I feel like that is so backwards. It really is backwards. How can you ask God for, how can you ask God to take you on a trip, but you're not even grateful for going to the beach? Like, do you know that the beach is an actual cool trip to like go to the beach? And that's what I'm saying. If you can't appreciate where you are, how in the world can you ever rise to greater? Right? That's the first thing I want to tell you. The second thing I want to tell you is today, focus on your options for doing so and do the work to follow through. Now, of course, you know that work is not going to be done overnight, right? You have to put one foot in front of the other. But in the same token, though, you also have to recognize that the work you do really does depend on the energy you give, right? Some people, they wonder why they are where they are. I feel like for some, it's not their time, but then others, it's the way they're moving and their attitude, right? So there's that. And then the third thing I want to tell y'all is this. Offer yourself and your whole world the gift of your own unique achievements. Just because you are not in the Hall of Fame doesn't mean you're not carrying Hall of Fame energy, right? And I remember Charmaine, the guy, was talking to PDF Academics, and, you know, Charmaine was saying, you know, are you going to be in the rafters? You worried about everybody else, or are you going to be in the rafters? And I think that's very important that we recognize, like, hey, what are we doing to hang in the rafters for ourselves, right? So that's all I got for y'all. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of us, and trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself, it's another thing chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you, you spend time with me, and hopefully by spending time together, rise for great together. And always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or child, you are just not being a Kelly Farrell. You also recognizing that, listen, when you let out that history, you also got to own it, Shamia. Make sure the replay is not just for you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you. I always remember, or receive love, you got to give it, or receive love, you got to give it, or receive love, you got to give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, wherever successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of me, proud of you damn. So finally, y'all, listen. Yesterday, when I was with my sister asked me, you know, can you hang with me for a little bit? And I said, you know, I said to her, my mama said to me that I can hang because all that drama, everything that's going on in everybody else's life, and this, that, and the third will be there when you get back. I think sometimes we get led astray of what we think needs to matter instead of understanding the weight of actually what we need to embrace of what actually needs to matter. Amen. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings that are for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I'll see you guys back here at 8:30 for one more tour, everybody. One more tour. Good night, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make.
Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, or whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I have been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing,
minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the